It's no secret that gimmicks draw attention to things that would otherwise be completely overlooked. And nothing says that more than this: a Tesla Model X P90D with ludicrous speed plus. This all-electric SUV has so many of them that you would assume its entire purpose was to draw media to the brand. And that is exactly what it did. So the gimmicks serve their purpose, but can the Tesla Model X set its memes aside and be an actually decent vehicle to own? First thing that most people probably already know about the P90D is how stunningly fast it is. 0 to 60 takes just 3.3 seconds onto an 11.8 second quarter mile. It's faster than a 911. And back when it was new, it costed just about as much as one. But where a 911 will continue accelerating long after the quarter mile ends, the fun in this stops at just 130 miles per hour. But I doubt many will complain given how fast it gets there. Stopping comes courtesy of some massive brakes, front and rear, which you need when you're stopping a 6,000-pound vehicle. And when you don't really need them, most of the stopping is done with the electric motors to obviously regenerate some of that energy, which is nice because I doubt the actual brakes would last very long having to stop all of this by themselves. So cool, it's fast, but I bet you already knew that. So what else can this car do? After all, it was over $100,000 new, and that was pre-2020 dollars. Well, it does have a set of some pretty neat rear doors, and they're fairly smart too. Not only will they avoid objects near them, they also have a massive opening for loading things like car seats. Even I, somebody who doesn't have kids, can see the benefit of not hitting your child's head every time they get in and out of the car. It also makes access to the rear of the vehicle easier, plain and simple, where there's space back here for 4 human-sized humans. Shoot, you could actually probably fit more illegally, allowing for a total carrying capacity of 6 people. There was an optional 7-seat version of this car, but because the middle seats don't fold flat, it makes access to the rear much more difficult, although they are motorized for adjustments. So you can squeeze past if you do end up getting a 7-seat version. The last thing that really sets the Model X apart from your standard people carrier is the massive windshield that allows you to see well beyond your normal vertical viewing limit. It's absolutely stunning, but it does have the drawback of being not quite tinted enough for bright sunny Florida. To help counteract this, Tesla has installed some pretty interesting sun visors that also have your mirror with lights in them. Going a step further, the previous owner installed a sunshade to the upper portion of the windshield, which I think is pretty smart. The interior is pretty basic. There is not a ton of buttons and switches in here. You got your standard window controls along with door mirror controls. On your driver door, you have a shifter, windshield washer controls along with turn signal, and then a cruise control stalk below it. There is a little knob for making steering wheel adjustments, height, tilt, and telescoping. And then you have your standard steering wheel controls. On the dash, there is your hazard switch and a button for your glove box, but most of the vehicle controls are done through the massive touchscreen display. It really feels like the Apple of cars. And then there's the things you can't even see by looking at the car, the things you didn't even know you wanted, like getting in a tight parking space. You can just, with the press of a button, have it pull out of the parking space. And, well, every time you approach the vehicle, it will open the driver door for you. Careful not to hit me. As soon as you get in the car, with one touch of the brake pedal, the driver door will close. Any other doors you forgot to close, they'll all close with just the touch of a button. It seems lazy, but these are things that much more expensive vehicles simply will not do for you. Got a destination? It will take you there with autopilot. With 250 miles of range, it can easily be your only vehicle. And because it's a Tesla, it has full access to Tesla's network of chargers all around the country. All of that for under $50,000. Sure, it's got 60,000 miles on it, but it was still showing me full range this morning. The only thing that would give away the amount of miles that are on this car is it's not brand new. A little bit of wear here and there. It feels like it has quite a bit of life left in it. And I don't even like Teslas, and I feel like this car is an incredible deal. On the road, it drives great. The suspension is firm, but most Teslas are. They are quite heavy. There is air suspension that allows you to adjust the ride height. I just can't get over how quick this thing is, along with how responsive it is. There's no waiting for a downshift or RPMs to build. It's just go. If you're turning, you have to remember that there's a car in front of you because you will easily out-accelerate them. Let me know in the comments what your favorite Model X gimmick is. I know mine is just straight up speed. Oh, it's just so fast. Think about it. You're sitting on a light and some clown pulls up next to you in a merge-only lane thinking he's going to pass you the second the light turns green. Not a chance, buddy. There is almost nothing on the road that can rival the pure acceleration of this car, and do it while being this practical. I want to once again thank Dimmitt Automotive Group for allowing me to borrow this exquisite vehicle. If you're in the market for an SUV, not even just an electric SUV, I think this is something definitely worth checking out, especially before gas is $5 again. But you know what you should do before gas is $5 again anyway? Liking this video and getting subscribed to Tread Depth. And we'll see you next time.